Using that's what he's doing.
Refuse to use the they pronoun for a young child.
Nobody wants it.
Step into the back of the car, please.
Nobody wants it.
It's an abuse of power. Absolute insanity. Absolute insanity what's happening here at Wilson's
Transgenderism on
Hospital
every
School.
boy and girl and man and woman, forcing transgenderism on them. Nobody accepts this. They don't believe it. People don't want to be told what to believe in. Well, this is all about transgenderism. Yeah, now it's about forcing. No, it is about one issue.
This is about the issue of the court order. It's been brought before the court.
Judge Brian Krieger knew what would happen. He knew what would happen today.
This is insanity.
And it's
what's
abuse
happening.
of power. It is
insanity.
abuse of power.
You're working
Forcing
with
transgenderism,
the High
not just
Court.
on me.
It's illegal.
Every school in the country, workplaces, businesses, and he's abusing his power.
All
Working with the
because
government,
you
abusing
will not
his
accept
power.
transgenderism. Refuse to
Abusing
use
his power. Abusing his power. That's what he's doing.
Refuse to use the they pronoun for a young
Nobody
child.
wants it.
Step into the back of the car, please.
Nobody wants it.
It's an
in the
abuse
country.
of power. Absolute
Forcing it on
insanity.
people who don't want it.
Absolute insanity what's happening here at Wilson's
Transgenderism on
Hospital
every
School.
boy and girl and man and woman, forcing transgenderism on them. Nobody accepts this. They don't believe it. People don't want to be told what to believe in, what they must believe in. They don't want to be forced. This is my place of work, and I have a right to be here. I have a right to be here at my place of work. And you should not be obstructing me from entering my place of work. I'm here again now at my place of work, being obstructed, of course, from entering. Disgraceful this morning. And we know, of course, an order out now from the High Court again, terribly stating that I should be arrested and brought to the High Court. This is more of the same. 550 days in prison, over 75,000 euro after tax of my own salary taken from me, and now this again this morning. And I want to be very clear. People should know that from beginning to end, this is all about transgender ideology, forcing it upon every school in the country, not just this school, every school in the country and the public at large, saying you will accept this. That's what all this is about. The guards, the courts, the orders, throwing me into prison, take me out again. It all goes back to this one thing. Every boy and girl, man and woman in the country told you must bow to this and accept it. Transgenderism, that a boy can become a girl. People don't believe this. It's ludicrous. And as we know, of course, most of all, it's anti-Christian. It is an anti-Christian ideology. You're being told you can't have your religious belief. You can't have your Christian convictions. You must bow to this. You must accept it. Everybody silenced into submission. That's what this is about this morning. From beginning to end, about one issue: transgender ideology. And it's disgraceful. I would say, crime stalking our land, the streets not safe, wave of crime, but the guards' business now this morning to come and arrest me from here. And you can throw me in a prison cell, you can silence me, but my conscience will bring me back to this gate, because I have a right to be here. I have a right to teach German here in this school. I did my job well. Every parent, I'd say, would say that this morning who had a child in my class. I did my job well. I was a good teacher. I am a good teacher. I am a good teacher. And when I was hired here, my contract didn't say that I had to call a boy they. It didn't say that I had to renounce my Christian belief. And we saw the DAP, the Disciplinary Appeals Panel. That's the body that was supposed to investigate what happened here. Was it right that I was suspended for this issue? And we saw a month ago now what happened. No cross-examination. The hearing aborted, cut short at the end. And Principal Niamh McShane and the chairperson John Rogers being protected. No questions allowed. No questions allowed. No evidence, the evidence allowed to be brought forth. And I say that all just goes back to one thing. Simply shows and proves I have not committed any gross misconduct. I have not committed any gross misconduct. Why the cover-up? Why the no questions? Why the no cross-examination? It really all goes back to the same thing. Asking a question at a staff meeting and asking a question in a chapel service, a Christian meeting, where Christianity and Christian belief and Christian doctrine was being cast into the gutter, that is not gross misconduct. The Bishop Ferrin Glenfield, the Reverend Ferrin Glenfield, the Bishop of Kilmore, coming up to me and whispering to me that, you know, commending me. He agreed with me. Maybe he didn't have the courage to do it himself. I know he's the one who's supposed to know, isn't he, what Christian doctrine, what the ethos is of this school. So that's the case today. Sadly, of course, the court's not doing what they should do, upholding constitutional rights. But every citizen in this country has that right. It's inalienable. You do not have to bow to transgender ideology. You cannot be forced to accept it. We have our constitutional rights in this country.